Okay, I'm back with segment 2 of our partner project, and I will make this segment shorter than the first one, okay? But I just have to tell you how much I totally love my page. I hope that that is okay to say, because I was a little bit surprised. And here's why. I don't use Project Life as my overall approach to scrapbooking. And frankly, the pocket pages scare me a little bit because they don't scare me. They just feel a little bit confining. So sometimes when I've done pocket pages, I feel like the playful aspect of scrapbooking has been removed. And I recognize and celebrate the fact that Project Life is a huge solution for thousands and thousands of scrapbookers and women, and I love that. What I experienced using this kit is that the fun was back for me, and so I think it has everything to do with the Studio Calico Project Life kits, because there's just this amazing variety of very well-designed products, and then there's these fun embellishments, and I totally felt like I could play. And I think what I will do moving forward is absolutely get these kits and then do just what I did, come up with sort of concepts that I can build into these pocket pages and add them right to my traditional albums. So just a note, if you're a Project Lifer, great. I mean, you're gonna love this kit. If you're not, I think you're still gonna love it. So this is kind of like my testimonial about that. I love the fact that on this opening page, I have a picture of my family and a photo I love and what I've been focusing on and our family motto, and then it opens up to this spread that just it really does summarize 2013. It's got the big moment and the small moment, the personality, the seasonal photos. I love the reflect back and the look forward thing, and I'm totally gonna look forward to recognizing that perfect fall moment and capturing it with my camera. Of course, I'm going to make sure that it's a 4x6 vertical so I can slip it into that final pocket. Before I send you away, I just want to point out a couple of the other little detailed things that we didn't get to talk about yet. And the first detail is this very cute heart tag. It's from Amy Tangerine's cut and paste line, and it's part of your kit. There's actually 2 tags. I chose to use the heart because of the repetition of the hearts with the hearts here, and I like that. When you pull up this heart tag, it reveals a hidden photo. We haven't talked about this photo yet, but I love that. So what I love that I've given you an opportunity to hide in a 2x2-inch photo one of those moments where you're like, I can't believe this is happening. It's a wow moment. It's something that has occurred this year that you wouldn't have imagined. You just didn't know it was going to happen, and it kind of surprised you. And so that's what you tuck under your little heart tag. And the heart tag's much easier to, the stitching isn't hard. It's just hand stitching. I used white string and I backed the heart. Once I cut the middle of the heart out, I used one of the Project Life, the 3x4 cards that I hadn't used. I just used that to cover the hole. And then I added white cardstock to the back and added some additional story, sort of hidden journaling on the back of the card. And speaking of hidden journaling, here's the other detail, very similar, but this is something I even added after I took photos. But this is just another of the 3x4 cards that I hadn't used yet, and I have a little bit more of a story that I want to share around the family motto that we have. And so I'm going to write it right there. So here's the beauty, girls, of pocket pages, is that you don't have to be done. You can go back and add and tuck things in, and I just think that that's really a lot of fun. I think that's awesome. Now what I'm going to do is just tell you a little bit about what I was doing while I waited for my kit to arrive. I went to studiocalico.com and I spent time learning from their design team members, and holy cow, we are talking talented scrapbookers. So I actually reached out to some of them and I said, help me out, I got to create this project and share it at the pajama party. And I asked them what they loved about the kits and to share some of their favorite, what they loved about this specific kit and just some techniques. And so I'm going to share some of those thoughts with you. A couple of them emailed me back, but I would definitely recommend that you spend some time over there on their website and learning from their design team, because it's for you. It's so that you can learn. And I learned so much and was able to just feel so much more confident in preparing this project for you. So we'll go ahead and hear some of their thoughts, and then we'll sign off. Nicole Harper says, I love that the Studio Calico Project Life kits have such variety, so many different manufacturers as well as different types of product. I can't imagine sticking to just one brand of cards for my albums. These kits are so perfect for me. And I asked Nicole how she personalizes each of the kits to her unique style. She says, I find myself sifting through the cards when I first get my kit, setting aside those that I instantly love and plan to use immediately, and I place others into a different pile that they might not catch my eye at first glance, but I often go back through and I find something about those in that second pile. I'm never afraid to cut up my Project Life cards to fit a specific layout for any given week. Nicole says her favorite thing about the Marks & Co. kit is definitely the embellishments, and specifically the stamps. Paired with some gold brilliance ink directly onto a photo is the only way to go. Kinsey Wilson told me that a good friend of hers recently referred to what she does as Frankenstein scrapbooking. Because, she says, I cut things up and then mix and match bits here and there to create something totally different. This could be punching circles from sections of certain cards or cutting out sections of other cards using my X-Acto knife, backing those areas with pieces from yet other cards. Customizing cards from the Studio Calico Project Life kits is my favorite part each month. I asked Kinsey what she loves most about the kits in general, and she says, I love that every kit has a wild card item, that one element that is unexpected and that gives me that extra creative nudge. With the Marks & Co. kit, it was the sewing tags from Amy Tangerine. I was completely intrigued with the month in review spread that Kinsey did inside a coin collecting page protector. She said, I wanted it to loosely resemble a monthly calendar layout, but instead of numbering each block, I skipped around a bit, and I really love how it turned out. And I do too. It was so fun to learn from these design team members. And let me tell you something, it is not too late to get your own Marks & Co. Project Life kit from Studio Calico. You can learn more about how to order and download our preparations worksheet and our handout inside the Pajama Party classroom. Back to Angie and Wendy.